Discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure, organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Yes, for only $23.90. Karibuni sana. Good afternoon to you guys. Hope you're having an easy day. 7 minutes past the top of the hour. And of course, Karibuni sana to another episode of the Africa Today Show. My name is Joby. To everyone who's here on all our YouTube channels, on Spreaker, Spotify, Karibuni sana to another station. We got Keith in the building, and our topic for today is going to be about Jay-Z being on the run, and Beyonce being crazy in love. She doesn't know where Jay-Z is.
Yeah, I think she's with it. I think she's with him. Hopefully, they're crazy in love and crazy in the run. Is she still here?
I think she knows where he is personally. There's no
way. You don't think? I'm saying, you don't think she left with him?
Maybe. I feel maybe they could be playing us. They could, because we're dealing with really intelligent people for the longest time.
Intelligent people. I disagree. I respectfully disagree with that.
When I speak about intelligence, is that we're dealing with intelligent people who have been capable of fooling us for like literally many years of us not understanding what's happening with the media, with the artists, with politics, and so many things going on. So I feel maybe, and just come on, like Nikki said there's an interview she was doing, I think like that was yesterday or on Sunday.
What did she say?
She said that actually you guys trolling her and wanting her to go back to Trinidad is going to make her aspire for a political seat in the US, in America.
Lady, you don't have any. You think white people are going to vote for you? They're not. They're using you. And then you got to be, and to get a political seat, you got to at least be a citizen. I think it's like 7 years. Hold on, Joe. Put this up real quick. So let's get great. Say, how long must you be an American citizen to get a political seat? You know, you can never be president, but you can be a senator, a congressman, like that goofy Omar. You got some Kenyans that are now in state government. You got one Kenyan lady in Minnesota, a couple Kenyans in Maryland. So we know you can be state.
So according to Google, let me share my screen just a little bit as we start. The requirements for how long you must be an American citizen to hold a federal political office in the United States depends on the specific seat you are running for. The U.S.
Constitution, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the state. Yeah.
The U.S. Constitution sets these requirements ranging from 7 years to natural born in quotes.
Yeah, that was 7. Yeah, that was 7. Yeah, well, we know she's not natural born. So, hey, Nikki, you gotta be a citizen. So if you get so Trump and them gonna get it for you this year. You think in 7 years, white people gonna still want to be fucking with you, and they're gonna vote you in any place? When you go, not in California, they not. Ain't you living in California? Don't you get a house in? You'll never be elected. Not even a dog catcher in California.
We're gonna
So
start that.
you,
We're gonna talk about that as we continue because it's crazy how again this it's the confidence for me and I feel like there's just a lot. Nikki, this is not even Nikki started being trolled like even before all these issues with Trump and all that because people are already calling her a flop. Like like you are a flop already. Like you need to go back to Trinidad and your album is
yeah,
not going to.
she
That's
think,
why she to
yeah.
put out
Oh
her album.
yeah, oh yeah. Sure, know, we know your album's gonna flop.
Yeah.
American women are gonna buy it. America's the biggest market, lady, with the most money. So nobody black gonna buy your album. So we already know it's gonna flop. You're gonna put a Tyler. You're gonna be worse than Tyler. But she think, okay, I know my music gonna flop, but I'm gonna get in good with the white people. The white daddy's gonna save me. No, yeah, you can grip. You can grip from there about maybe you might got 2 or 3 years of gripping, but after 3 years, they're gonna throw your black ass to the wolves, and they're gonna get rid of you.
Let me
They're gonna
share
tell
that.
me.
But before we get to the Caribbean listener once again, in case you're looking for any organic supplements, family, remember we have some amazing organic supplements on our application. In case you're here for the first time, or rather you've not downloaded our app, you can get it on the Google Play Store. Blackout Fire Network is the name. We have amazing organic supplements, beetroot, vitamin, ashwagandha. We have some brain and focus formula. We have turmeric gummy bears. We have CMOS and so much that I've not mentioned, including skincare products. In case you're facing in case of your facing any issues with your skincare, also take these products. Literally, they do help you. I love the fact that recently we've been having some AI videos showing people the importance of taking these organic supplements. I bet most of you might have bumped into them maybe on TikTok or maybe Instagram, even on Facebook, whatever platform you're using, but they are there. And you're literally being educated on the supplements and why you need to take these organic supplements. If you take ashwagandha, it has benefits of itself. If you take multivitamin, it has benefits of itself. If you need to clear your gut, you need some, you need to get that stool out of your anus, we got you covered. We got you covered.
We're trying to be all proper. Her English, her pushing your anus. You gotta get that doodle out your ass. Go ahead and do what needs to be done.
Exactly what kids say. I can say that personally, but we have Nicki Minaj as we start with today's conversation, and then we're going to talk also a little bit about the white birth rates in the U.S. to be specific, also falling down. This is below 50% for the first time
Going.
ever. For the first time ever. So we're going to be discussing
And
on
it's gonna
that.
and it's gonna continue.
To compare with 2016, wow, the percentage was, and of course also what white folks, many folks have to say about this. How many countries, because we've been seeing countries like South Korea, Japan, paying people, including black folks, to come and marry the women and give birth.
Absolutely not.
But yeah, we got Nikki here. This is what she had to say.
Before, a couple months ago, what
But
happened? If I wasn't going to do it before,
you
something
and your
happened a
fake,
couple months
you and your
ago.
fake, you and your fake blonde wig on your head, and got a blonde hair on your head. That's how you know she's messed up. Calling herself Barbie. She's an immigrant. So her mind has been fucked up by white supremacy. And when she called herself Barbie, what black woman's calling herself Barbie? A white doll. you know,
Ken,
her
you
mind,
know,
yeah, Ken and Barbie. That's how you know her mind is completely destroyed because she's an immigrant. Told these immigrants and their parents and they're all bootlicks. And bootlick people. Trinidad ain't never fought for shit. She come from a bootleg dirtbag culture, and that's what she's. And sadly, they've allowed her to come to America and put this backward shit on black girls globally. self-hate. This bitch hates herself. Okay? That's just a fact. That's why all this goofy ass blonde, platinum blonde wig. Hey, what is this crap, lady? Not you.
Are you in a bad area? Is the internet you on a bad area? I don't know. I mean, let me know about that because our internet has really been bad. God damn.
It gotta be. I'm in Houston. Shit. I'm south of Houston. So I'm about south of Houston. So that'd be pretty. That's you, Joe. Yeah, that's you. It ain't me.
Yeah, that's
you.
Definitely. I can't hear you from my end clearly, and our internet has been really bad for like the last 3 weeks. Safaricom has been super bad, so we're gonna check on that.
Wow.
Even in my house, it's been misbehaving. Literally, even Kamlesh has been complaining too. So I don't know what's happening with Safaricom, but this is Nicki Minaj.
What happened? I don't want to talk about it, but I'll say that sometimes people can push you so much that they push you all the way into your next calling, into your next blessing, into your next life. And that's what happened with me.
You've been recently very vocal about politics and social issues. Was there a specific moment that flipped the switch for you? Was it Gavin Newsom? Was it Nigeria? What made you wake up, so to speak?
You know what, Katie? I think that people's steps.
Number one, even before she answers that, I feel like what I really hate about most of I hate when most of the people, just because you have fame, you are on the camera, you can speak something that people can listen to, and it's supposed to make an impact, either positively or negatively. It could make an impact positively or negatively. I hate the fact that everything has to go back to Africa. I was watching this movie on Amazon. I don't remember the name, but there's this famous black woman who's always like on most of the action movies, right? She's like a president. I'm gonna refer the name and I'm gonna refer it to you guys tomorrow. I'll remember. So when I was watching the movie,
let me say something. You're talking about that movie probably with Viola Davis. I think you might talk about that Viola Davis, but I don't know if it is.
She's very famous actress.
It's probably
action movies.
Ain't that the woman that did? Is that the same woman that did The Woman King?
She was a president.
Is that her?
No,
the woman did the what?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she was a president.
No, I'm saying, is that the same lady, The Woman King? I'm not talking about the movie she did now, Joe. So that probably was Viola Davis. I'm trying to say, was that the same lady that was in The Woman King?
Let me see.
That's probably Viola Davis. I didn't see it. That's probably Viola Davis.
Yep, exactly. Viola Davis, exactly. Yep.
Okay. So anyway, you talking about people push you. Can we push you back to Trinidad, Nikki? If people push you so far, can we push your rotten ass? Why can't we push you back to Trinidad? Why don't you go back to, like the Nigerians? Why won't you go back to Trinidad? Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead. I don't know what you're talking about the.
Yeah, I was
saying. What about this movie?
Before I share, like literally our answer, because the lady is asking now, recently we've seen you talking about Nigeria. Is this the reason why it has pushed you to be open about the political matters or what? So I'm trying to refer back before she answers what she's saying, that with the movie I was watching yesterday on Amazon, I can't remember the name, God, I don't know. But yeah, the actress, one of the actors was Viola Davis and Masai someone, one of the young ladies, she's an actress. That was G20. It's called G20 on Amazon. G20.
Okay.
That was exactly. So they're supposed to come to Africa. They said, and then even before she said anything, when I was watching, I was like, God damn, that is going to go to Africa. They're about to hint about Africa, literally. I hate the fact that people who have names and who have built up fame, everything has to, for them to be relevant somehow, politically, it has to come back to Africa. That shit really pisses me off. And I've come to actually pick, that's how these people actually get this. For you to be relevant again, you can't be relevant if you're not talking about anything regarding the sub-Saharan, because they got the the sub-Saharan, the people are facing hunger, these people,
Yeah.
the Christians have been dying. Oh my God,
Yeah. Yeah.
we know the main problem here. Actually, America is the big problem. Israel
Of
is a
course.
big problem, and other countries are a big problem. As a continent, we are not the problem. If left alone, and if we had these puppets deleted, would be good, literally. And you'd not be aspiring for anything, Nikki, because you wouldn't be talking about Christianity. Trust me.
Are aligned. I used to always tell people this when I was.
They always talk about Christianity religion after they become washed up. That's always the next washed up grip. She wasn't talking none of this Christianity shit when her albums were having sales. And she was all on the TV. She wasn't talking about if I was a Christian. Because she was always talking about popping your pussy, showing your ass, and coochie this, and sucking dick this. But now that I'm washed up and I'm a Christian, and time about good and being a Christian, because everybody knows whenever you get washed up, you always do the right-wing Christian shit. Everybody knows that. And then you also can do it in Africa, because Africans' minds are messed up with that Christian shit. So she can go in Africa and grip like hell. We're coming. I'm going to see the pastor. Pastor, I'm going to need my cut. I'm going to bring these motherfuckers up in here. Remember, I get my cut. Is Nicki Minaj coming to Kenya? And please bring your tithes. And Nicki's coming. And we're going to talk about Jesus and the Lord. And you're just making her rich again because you're goofy and stupid. That's always the grip. That's right, Joe. It's crazy, but it works, Joe. But that's why it's always done over and over again. Everybody, when your career gets washed up, Joe, you become a Christian.
Strong premonition my whole life that I had a second job to do. And this was, by the way, before I even made it in rap. Something inside me just told me what happened.
There's always a lie. Then why don't you do that first before you made it in rap? Because that's a lie. Because if that was a premonition, you would have did that and not been in no rap. You wouldn't have did that. So you know this is a lie. This is what you call a grift. She's setting up a grift. And I've always thought I'd been a grift before rap. But I said, fuck Jesus and let me be a rap star. But now I'm washed up in rap. And now Jesus is my man. Go ahead.
Thing to do. And so actually, the first time I said
remember,
out or texted,
and remember, she is a moron. Literally. Cardi B might sound more stupid. She's stupid too. But Nicki Minaj is even like 3 or 4 times stupider than Cardi B. They're both stupid. But Nicki Minaj is stupid on a level that you can't even fathom.
Was during the last campaign, the presidential campaign, this last one, I saw something and I texted someone I knew right away. And I said, this is a mistake. And I also said, all of this is making me want to get into politics.
He said, phone that says, bitch, you're not an American citizen. You can't even vote. So you mean the Trinidadian election? Why would you be concerned about the American election, which you're not an American citizen? You'd be concerned about the Trinidadian election. See how fake this is? It's all fake. It's all a lie. Because she can never vote. She's an illegal immigrant. But go ahead, make her want to get into politics when you're not in America. Joey just told you, and she was interested. She already looked at it would take her 7 years as a citizen. So she knows this is a lie. She never even looked that up. Go ahead, Joe.
Really did it was me seeing certain things, the campaign, this recent campaign, presidential campaign, and knowing that I could help because the things that I was saying it was happening. Like I was saying, oh, this is a bad idea, or this is a good idea, or and the things I was saying were.
Now remember, I'm gonna pause that. Now I want you to remember all about the Jeffrey Epstein files we're gonna talk about. She supports all that because she's been part of that shit too, right? So like she's against things I was seeing. So we know Israel has been G-siding of people. So she supports all this. As I told you, this lady is wicked. She's evil. She's duplicitous because she's stupid, but she's evil. This bitch is evil because she's only concerned about what benefits her. She's evil. And like most these entertainers, she's evil. Her whole argument don't even make any sense. So she says she supports the killing and murder of innocent people. That's what she's saying. Go ahead, Joven.
And so it made me think, oh, this is easy. I mean, if it's this easy, then maybe I should do it. And then there was something that happened a few months ago.
Easy, some months ago. That's why she talked.
If I wasn't going to do it before,
wasn't going to do it.
Something happened a couple months ago.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it, but I'll say that sometimes
you don't want to talk about it, but
people can push you so much that they push you all the way into your next calling, into your
Let me
next
push you back to
blessing,
Trinidad,
into
please.
your next life. And that's what happened with me.
You've been
Yeah, but that's Nicki Minaj, literally, what she had to say. Say, people, Americans are pushing me so hard that I'm looking forward to getting to my next level of becoming a politician. So
we never become a politician in America because nobody's going to vote for your goofy ass. So aren't you going to go? You're going to become a politician in Trinidad where we don't give a fuck about no Trinidad. So we know you're not going to be no politician in America because nobody's going to vote for you. Especially when you live out in California. California's a Democratic state. What is up, Joby? What is up? Because she's not a Republican. She lives in California, right? What is up? So say, is California an overwhelmingly Democratic state? Let's Google that. Is California overwhelmingly Democratic state? Because there are no Republicans that come out no fucking California. So where are you gonna be getting elected at?
Is California
Let's Google that.
Is California an overwhelming?
Oh, is California an overwhelmingly Democratic state? Not that it's just a Democratic state, is it overwhelmingly Democratic?
California is a democratic stronghold and considered to be one
Exactly.
of the 3 democratic strongholds alongside New York,
and Illinois. Right. So we're talking that Republican shit. By living in California, Joby, where's she getting elected at, Joby?
Nowhere.
Exactly.
In Trinidad only, where she doesn't even.
She ain't trying to go no Trinidad, Joby. Trinidad's more fucked up than Nigeria, Joby. She ain't trying to go back to there.
It's crazy. But literally, that is with Nicki Minaj. But before we get into the Jay-Z situation, just a quick discussion or a quick switch up. Still, we're going to go back to that because it's related. Her talking that shit and being the same crew with. Because I feel like she's been trying for the longest time, calling out. She's been calling out Jay-Z, saying that Jay-Z has been rigging some of our documentaries. She wanted to.
Nobody did not. She's mad because remember when she first came, Jay-Z called her garbage and said you're never making a rap career. And so Rockefeller turned her down. They told her she's garbage. And so that's how she ended up with Cash Money Records because they first tried to shop for Jay-Z and Rockefeller, and they told her she was garbage. So luckily, Cash Money seen something in her. I don't know how, but I would have said the same thing as Jay-Z. You're garbage. Get out of here. So it's always been a feud with her because Jay-Z called her garbage in the beginning. Said you're garbage. Get away. So that's the beef. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we have literally some news and updates on this other end of the white bats in the US, which have fallen below 50% for the first time ever. This is in America. They're saying that the white bats have fallen again in the US again, not for the first time, again in the
Uh-oh.
US as the total
It's gonna be time for all kind of shots and pandemics, and you know what happens? They'll go to the black community. Say, oh, we need to worry about your health. We need is the black community getting vaccinated enough? Or you niggas being vaccinated? That's what's coming. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Joe.
white bats have fallen again in the US as the total number of the bats also fell across the nation. The nation's number of white bats fell from 52%, that was in 2016, to 49%. And that is literally par as 2024. And tipping below 50%, researchers at huh? New York's Hofstra University announced this on Friday, and the country's total number of annual lived births also fell during the same period, dropping from
And see what hurt,
3%.
and pause it, Joe. And what hurt, pause it for a second, Joe, pause for a second. And what hurts them, see, they know they are a racist ass country, but they can't be openly racist because they want to tell white women we'll pay you to have babies, but they can't do that because that'll be racist. What about the other women? What about the black women, Hispanic women? You gonna pay them to have babies? You gonna pay them to have babies too? Of course not. See, they want to openly tell white women. So what they're doing now, so what they're trying to do what is force white women back into the house. That's why they're cutting all the jobs and forcing white women to not be able to be independent. This is what's going on, guys. Everybody's saying, everybody make sure you can never have an abortion, right? They don't care about you aborting your black baby. It's the white babies. So abortion is now illegal, right? Because this is what I'm saying, all the scams they're doing to try to get the birth rate up and to get that white woman back in the house having these babies. Because they can't openly say, we're going to pay, like they're doing in Europe, we're going to pay you money to have babies. And also they made the society so fucked up, so hard to exist. It's too expensive to have a baby. See, even if they want to talk about paying you for a baby, that's not going to work because you can't take care of it. And Joey did some TikTok video. If you can't afford the baby, don't have no baby.
Yeah.
But they made it so expensive now. Even if they pay you to have a baby, they ain't paid you to take care of it because white people are psychopaths. The society you live in, you can't afford to take care of it. You can't afford the rent, as Joey just did last week. When we did the housing, we did the rent, we did the cars, we did the car payments, the insurance payments. We didn't do, we didn't take even medical. We kept that out. We didn't say how much it cost for medical. We kept that out. You have a child, some kind of medical, we kept that even out. So food, medical, Netflix, car, child care, that came up to over like $8,300. Now we're gonna do it because you got to have health care with a child. What's up, Joby? Say, what is the monthly, ask Google this. What is the monthly health care cost? We're gonna say you got one kid, so it's gonna be 3. What is the monthly average health care cost for a family of 3? And I'm telling you right now, mine by myself is $400. By myself. Mine by myself is 400 bones. $400. My goddamn health care costs $400. How much is that?
In 2025, the average monthly healthcare insurance premium for a family, typically calculated for 3 to 4 people through employer to sponsored coverage, is approximately, goddamn, $571.
That's a lie. That's a lie. To what? To what?
to 571 per month in employee contribution, with the total premium, including employer share, exceeding to $2,200 per month. So they're saying
Exactly. That's what it is. About 2,000.
for a
Go
family
ahead.
of
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
family of 3 on the individual marketplace, and unsubsidized premiums often range between $900 and $1,400 per month for silver
Exactly.
coverage.
So exactly. So no, that's low budget coverage. That ain't even gold. So low budget coverage, I'm saying gonna cost you at least $900 to $1,400, $1,400, and that's silver coverage, Joe. Be saying. So that's low budget coverage. That's the low budget shit, Joe.
This is crazy. Man, please come live in Africa. I swear, come
That's
live in
the
Africa.
that's silver coverage. That's the low budget shit, Joe. Silver coverage is the low budget shit. Cause gold, huh?
Somehow I sit down and I'm like, I understand maybe why some people can be convinced to come live in Africa, because you guys have already you're used to living this lifestyle. Like you guys are used to covering up these bills. It's so like for me, if I come there as an African, because I've been seeing some Africans, including Kenyans, to be specific.
Crying about the bills.
They're like, man, don't be lied to come live in America. The American dream is a lie. You own a house, but you don't own a house. You always have cops on your background telling you can't even keep super drums. You know, in Africa we have super drums, right, for storing water. So there's this Nigerian lady who is.
You can't keep no drums. You can't keep drums in America, Joe.
Exactly. So there's this Nigerian lady. A video went viral. I don't know if I'm gonna pull it maybe at the end of the show, but she went viral because she bought like many super drums for storing water. Then the cops pulled up in her house, literally a house she owns. She's been paying mortgage. She's like, let me tell you, Africans, don't you dare come live in America. The American dream is a lie. Because tell me how I bought like 15 super drums to store water just in case of emergency. But these people came and told me I gotta remove this shit, and I have like limited days of me doing this. Literally, like it's not like I'm even being given an option. I have limited days. If I don't do it, I'm gonna get arrested, and these are the consequences. What do you mean? We store super drums in Africa. We have personally I don't have a super drum, but
I mean, if you these are the consequences. You're gonna get locked up. That's what I mean.
That's crazy. That's super crazy.
A major demographic shift is underway in our country. A new study from the Zucker School of Medicine finds that for the first time, minority births now make up the majority nationwide. Researchers analyzed more than 33 million births over the past 8 years. Eyewitness News anchor Sandra Bookman has a story.
White births in the U.S. have fallen below 50% for the first time ever. That's among the findings in a new study published today by professors from the Zucker School of Medicine at Hofstra Northwell. One of those researchers, Dr. Amos Grunebaum, calls it a historic milestone.
Minority women were now the majority. The majority of births in the United States for the first time.
This study analyzed CDC data on 33 million births in the U.S., tracking trends by the mother's race and ethnicity. It revealed white births at 49.6%, while other groups taken together, including Hispanic, Black, and Asian, made up 50.4% of all births.
And it's going to get worse.
Also offered an explanation for the shifting demographics.
Among Hispanic women, they have children usually at an earlier age, and they have more children than white women have. White women usually delay childbirth. It's a known fact, and they have less children.
Coupled with well-documented disparities when it comes to maternal health for minority women and children.
I think that was in 2023. We did a show like this, or 2024, and we were looking at the birth rates of the white women and the Black women, which the ratio was 1 to 1. I think it was actually 1. I think 1. Then the Black women, it was like 2 to 4, 2 to something. Like the black women's birth rate was higher than the white women. I remember we did a show on this.
Grunebaum says these findings aren't just statistics. He says current efforts to restrict immigration and cut Medicaid hurt the very women keeping American births alive and growing the country.
If you really want to increase birth, if you want to have more babies, as this government has repeatedly
They don't want more babies. They want more white babies. That's the thing. They don't want more babies. They want more white babies. But not only, listen, and then they, as I said, the whole system is psychopathic. But even if they found a way to be discriminatory in your face, say, you know what, we're just going to forget it. Pay white women, have babies. They're not going to be able to, because I'm just keeping 100. We're on YouTube. I'm trying to be discreet. The white woman's womb is something like a desert. Okay, if you like going to deserts, you like going to deserts. Okay, that's what's going on. So, and then you created a society where they can't afford to have children. You see, you're thieving, you're scamming, and your corruption and everything you've done. You created a society where your own women can't afford to birth the next generation. They can't afford to have no more white babies. You just seen the health care bill, $1,400, and that's for low budget coverage. Low budget, silver. Joe said, because silver, it didn't say gold. Gold is the number one you want to get. And beknownst to that, Joby doesn't even know. Even though you're paying $1,400 a month, I'm going to fuck Joby's mind up, even how fucked up the system is. Even though you're paying, and Joby said that's a lot of money, $1,400. Even with that, you guys know, you still can't go to the doctor with that. I'm going to show Joby something. Real quick. I'm going to open another tab.
Sure.
Even when you pay $1,400, Joby, you still can't go to the doctor. Mm-hmm. I'm about to show you. So ask Google, what is the average medical deductible cost? Deductible. Because before you get to see anybody, you got to pay this money up front along with your $1,400 a month, Joby. Because the scam is, they don't want you to be able to go to the hospital at all. They just want to keep all this money for themselves. So ask Google, so what's the average medical deductible cost?
The average annual medical deductible for employees to sponsored plans range from just over $1,000 to $2,600.
$2,000. So mine is $2,000. Okay. So Joby, so before, even though you're paying your $1,400 a month, you also got to pay either $1,000 or the $2,000, whatever plan you got right there, Joe. So before you even see, you got to pay another $1,000 over the $1,400 that you're paying a month, Joe.
This is the bullshit. Literally, now it makes sense. This is the bullshit Ruto is doing on Kenyans. This is the bullshit these politicians actually doing on Africans, trying to bring some sort of westernized laws.
It is. Yes, it is.
Africans, not even Kenyans, but Africans, because this is actually applying to most of the Africans. Yeah. Now I'm not doing this shit.
That's the system, yeah. That's the system that the Jays are putting in globally. So you'll get paid for doing nothing. So they get paid, Joby, for doing absolutely nothing. So because you're never gonna have so I'm already paying you, Joby, $1,400 a month. Where am I getting another $1,000 to give you for a deductible?
So
where am I getting that money from?
Let me read out all of it. It says the average annual medical deductibles for employees to sponsored plans range from just over $1,000 to over $2,600, while individual market plans can be higher, averaging around $2,825 for self-only coverage. For self-only coverage, high deductible plans are defined as having at least $1,500 for individuals or $3,000 for families. $3,000 $3,000.
So remember that, Joe. That's Joby. That's the 3,000 plus the $1,400 you're paying a month. You got to add that to the $100,400. So it becomes $5,300 before you get to see a doctor.
Back then, I'd say in 2016, 2017, 2015, with that money, I have a big land, like for real. For real. Because I remember personally, my mom tried to get a land, but because of the cancer issue, she couldn't be able to do what she really wanted to leave behind for me and my brother. Literally, she wanted to acquire land for us before she died. Literally, she tried her best.
Okay.
But all the money had to go to our medical cancer because we had to put up an Arambe, literally a whole contributing event for us to get the medical covers. But back then in 2016, 2015, this is a whole land. And I'm not just talking about a piece of a land or a half an acre of a land, a whole land. What the hell is the $3,000? Nah, I'm good. You guys?
That's before. Okay, now remember, you're still paying. Remember, that's added. That's on top of your monthly. Remember, your $1,400. You gotta pay that every month, Joby. That's every month. See, we never add that in with the rest. So now we add the medical shit with the other shit we added. So that's almost like $10,000 a month to live. So you can't survive, Joby. So now they made it because your baby's gonna need medical, Joe. It's a baby. You'll need to see the doctor and things like that. But you don't got the $1,400 and you don't got the deductible.
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking
The
at
deductibles. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm looking at how much will it cost you to live comfortable in America, right? They're saying living comfortable in America, that is in us for 2025, 2026. Typically, it requires an annual income of over, again, I think we checked this last week, $100,000 for a single adult to cover the 50.
That's a single. Exactly. Single.
Budget. That is the necessities, the discretionary, if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Discretionary funds mean when you want to have fun, Joey. Discretionary shit. It means going to the movies, going to the club, fucking off, discretionary Netflix, discretionary shit.
And savings in many states with costs ranging from roughly $80,000 in affordable states to over $160,000 in expense. High cost
That's
of
California.
Areas like San Jose, a family of 4 generally needs over $200,000 and up to nearly $450,000 in top tier cities to maintain a comfortability lifestyle. God damn it, this is crazy. Now I'm not doing that. I'm okay. I'm good. Let me share also this as we continue because we've seen other countries so paying up people to, of course, give birth as well. So look at this.
6 countries have children. Number 6 is Japan. Now, this list was inspired by the president's recent proposal here in our country to pay mothers a sort of baby bonus. Number 5 is Germany. They'll pay up to $221 a month there. Number 4, France. You can get up to $900 a week there in France. Well, people, I bet people are saying,
at least they know.
Number 3, Norway. And number 2 is Finland. Of course.
All right, sorry.
Oh, you might be about that. What I'm saying is, at least they understand they got to continue giving that money weekly. America just one time. These European countries, they got to constantly give you that money to survive. You got to have a monthly payment so you can pay for health care and child care and all this other shit. So theirs is monthly and weekly. America just one time. That ain't going to work. But go ahead, Joby, when you get back. You're not going to survive it.
These Nordic countries, they are just all so socialized. It's like, we will pay you this money for your children, and then you pay it all back to us in taxes, and you all don't care because you're so damn happy through it all anyway. If you like this list and want more about other nonsense, follow me. Leave me a comment with your thought on baby bonuses. Also follow my wife, Samantha, who I
Developed countries like the US, the UK, and Japan are dealing with a lower birth rate and having to figure out how to incentivize women to have more babies. And the solution to this is often what's called a baby bonus. A baby bonus is where you essentially give a woman thousands of dollars to subsidize the cost of having a baby. But there is no evidence to suggest that these baby bonus programs are actually working. In fact, there is some evidence to support it can have the opposite effect. A study by the National Bureau of Economic Research found that a cash incentive program in Russia actually led to a
joke. See, they're not trying to give Africans no baby bonus, them black women. They say, give us all your medical records. And you know what that's for, okay? Unless you're stupid. You Africans give us all your medical data so we can help you. Hint, hint. Go ahead, Joe.
In the birth rate. This study found that the program led to an increase in the number of abortions and a decrease in the number of live births. Another study by the University of Chicago found that a cash incentive program in Mexico had no significant effect on the birth rate. The study found that the program led to a small increase in the number.
You know why them birth rates ain't gonna change? Because the universe is saying enough. That's why. You know why? Because they're not black women's womb. That's why. They're not black woman's womb. That's why. And then you can pay millions of dollars and your birth rate's still going to decline. That's the dirty little secret. You can pay millions of dollars and your birth rate's still going to, you can pray to Jesus, Allah, fucking SpongeBob, fucking Mickey Mouse, and your birth rate's still going to decline. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Joe.
But this increase was not statistically significant. There are a number of reasons why paying a woman to have a baby may not actually be effective. One reason is that it might not address the underlying reasons of why women are choosing not to have children. For example, if a woman says she doesn't want to have a child because she can't afford to raise them, then paying them a little bit of money will not solve the problem.
So that's America. Pause it. Told you. You give us some little bit of fake. That's America. I'm gonna pay you to have a baby, and you see, it cost me $10,000 a month to live. I can't afford the baby. I can't afford it. Can't afford to live. See, these psychopaths have fucked up their world so much. They made it too expensive. Their greed, their greed, and their craziness has destroyed their own society. That they can't even. No one can afford to have a baby in America. Especially white women, not even white women. Used to be just black women. Black women still found a way to have babies, right? But now, white women's stomachs are touching their fucking backbone. And then we can't afford to have no damn baby. We can't afford to live. Talking about $2,000 medical deductibles and shit. $1,400, goddamn. Bills and all this crazy shit. Go ahead, Joe.
Is that it may just send the wrong message. It may send the message that having children is a financial decision rather than a personal one.
The United States is far bigger and richer than Malta. We all agree on that. But today, let's check something that will shock a lot of people.
See, you can't have white supremacy without white people. So they know you can't have white supremacy and the cats with the hats are the same kind of supremacy without white people. See how that works? Without white people, because the universe is saying enough of this shit. You can't have Asian superiority without Asian people. So no matter how much money you do, it ain't gonna work. Unless you get the black woman, boom, make a white kid and make a Chinese kid, it ain't gonna work.
In the United States when it comes to childbirth support. Because when you look deeper, the richer country doesn't always give the most support. Now listen carefully. In Malta, the moment you bring a child into this world, the government steps forward. Not with promises, not with speeches, but with actual money in your hand. Malta says, you've brought a new life. Here's a bonus to help you start. For the first child, they give you 500 euros. For the second, they increase it to 1,000 euros. By the third child, they pay 1,500 euros cash. And that's not all. Malta also pays you every 3 months to help you raise that child. A children's allowance, consistent, reliable until the child is 16 years old. Plus national paid maternity benefits backed by law. It's a small country, but when it comes to taking care of families, they don't play. Now let's cross to the United States, the wealthiest nation on earth. In the US, if you give birth, the government does not give you a bonus. No one-time payment, no national financial support for the newborn, no quarterly allowance for the child. Your support comes later, maybe when you file taxes. And even that depends on your income, your paperwork, and your luck. There's no national paid maternity leave, no guaranteed government allowance, no birth bonus, nothing. Agree, disagree, let's hear it.
This country pays you to have babies. South Korea has a big problem. They have the lowest birth rate in the entire world. On average, women...
Yeah, but we're not going to dwell so much on that. Let me go through the comments very
Go
quickly.
to the comments. Joe.
Get into Daisy and love wife where they are literally. Shout out to Cassius Williams. Shout out to 10 Speed in the building. Shout out to Byron Scott. Shout out to Jibba Jabba. Hope you guys are doing amazing today. I see 10 Speed today on time. Karibu Sana. He says, Keith, have you noticed all the Democrats men have a lot of feminine qualities?
I know it's all men got a lot of feminine qualities.
Tell your AI lady to keep quiet. Oh, we're gonna.
I know. I can't. I tried to. I can't. Go ahead. Damn.
Tenspeed says Nikki is over in America. In fact, she's going to lose money. Jason Karibu.
Oh, she's done. She's already done this. That's why she know. She already knew she was done. That's why she's doing this. She already knew her career was over. She know her career is over. 10 Speed. See, they know when they're done. That's why she's drifting, becoming a right-wing Christian. That's always the con. And she's hoping that she's got a big fall in Africa. She know African people, sadly enough, are pretty stupid with the religion. So she's gonna be in Africa doing like goddamn what they call revivals. Nicki Minaj in South Africa, Nicki Minaj in Kenya, Nicki Minaj. That's gonna be a new grift.
That's the sad part. We don't like her. We really don't like her as.
Kenyans don't. Okay, Kenyans don't like it, but I think she still liked in South Africa. I think she still like in Nigeria. So see, I don't know.
I feel like I said before the Trump whole issue, Nikki was already being disliked literally because
exactly. She knew that.
There was something she was putting out to like, man, you need to heal or you're going through some trauma. You got married to a pedophile, either that's haunting you, it's affecting you, but this is nothing to do with us as literally as a fan base because you're crashing. Yeah, she was crashing out on some. Let me fix my camera.
Oh, okay.
She was crashing out.
Yeah, we were able to come back. Camera went out of something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow Nicki Minaj. But we know this is always, whenever they lose, somebody they always know become a right-wing grip, the right-wing fake Christian. So that's where your money's at. That's where they always turn when they washed up. And they know they get to attack black people. For her, I don't think it's going to last long. Because Vicky is literally an idiot. She's literally, no one's going to listen to her too long because she's empty-headed. She's an idiot. So, she's actually an idiot. So.
Okay. I'm saying that nobody was listening. Yeah, everyone was just like.
Joby, maybe. Okay, Joby. We didn't hear you, Joby. You're back now. We didn't hear you. Now you're back. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying we're done listening to Nicki Minaj. Literally, even the album she's about.
Okay.
Everyone was like,
if I say, so there you go. So Joby's probably more right. Joby's younger than me. Joby's more right than me. She's closer to the ground. She knows the reality on the ground. So, but we know she's still gonna try it. It might not work, but she's gonna try it. This was happening. So Joby said it's not gonna work.
People would rather put up with Cardi B literally and have funny whatever.
I told you, I figured that.
Funny. Cardi is kind of funny as much as maybe you guys are gonna say she's stupid and all that, but it's funny, naturally funny. She has this funny her accent is kind of funny the way she's funny, just naturally. Yeah. If you don't listen to her music,
she's funny. She's funny because She's funny because she's ignorant. She's not funny on purpose. She's funny because she's stupid. She says stupid shit, and it's funny. Because,
Okay, I also see they want California to become a poor state, like some of the rest because of the retarded agendas. 10 Speed says, Keith, have you noticed all the money Negroes get into entertainment and sports when they no longer participating? The Jays take everything, their toys, take everything
from them. Yep.
And also adding that, let me get that. Wait a minute, Jay-Z and Beyonce on the run. What happened? We're gonna get into that just in a few. Hold on. Thank you.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah, Jibajaba Karibu Sana says, how does she wipe her butt with those nails?
I know, nails be outrageous. The nails I'm about to say about that girl from SWV. I'm about to say about that human nature. I was like, these nails are ridiculous. How you wipe your ass with this shit? What's her name? Coco from SWV. But she was singing but she was singing human nature, but they was singing that song Joe be like. I'm like, how the hell they watch? How the hell she wipe her ass with these ridiculous ass nails? I know nails were meant to be an accentuate thing, make it look nice, okay. But now they got ridiculous. The nails got too long, they're too crazy, they're ridiculous. Nah, you cut your nails, yours ain't ridiculous. Nah, you know you slick, yours ain't ridiculous today.
These are my nails. These are my nails.
I know, but usually have them longer than that. So
Man are not like Nikki, and it's not really that hard to handle long nails like you guys are from shit. Like, really.
No, I never seen no ridiculous one like Nikki. That's when it becomes ridiculous, guys. It's like there's something wrong with these women mentally because what's with this crazy shit you're doing? It ain't. They think it's attractive. Ladies, we don't like. If men don't like it, we're supposed to be doing the press. It's unattractive. We don't like it. So why would you keep doing it? It makes you look crazy. You got claws on your hand now instead of nails. Good grief. No, that's normal. Trying to be slick. That's normal nails. Get out of here.
Exactly. Man, I just like this is builder gel and gel. This is called builder gel and gel. Like usually this is my natural. Yeah, but you guys are long nails, but not really exaggerated that long.
That's normal. We're not talking about crazy.
The person who we know used to put exaggerated crazy nails was Katie. No, she didn't have.
Yeah. I told her about that too. Said, Katie, you gonna give her them crazy ass nails on camera, man? You look crazy. Like you can't have these crazy ass nails. You shit crazy.
Katie used to exaggerate that shit. I'm like, how do you even handle that? Like, I like no.
Yeah, so you asked the same question. You asked Katie. Katie, how do you wipe your ass?
No. It used to surprise me, like, how do you even handle that? Like, it's too much for me because there are long nails I can't even, personally, I can't handle, like, extra long nails. Like, it's so uncomfortable. This is so uncomfortable for me. But also see, Jason says, even California is trying to make some senseless bill about home gardens. And if they see something, they can dig it up or try to give little fines. This is about control, which always fails.
Oh, see, California now people stop you from having a garden. Jason, why are you guys still there? Remember California? You're there. Tell me about that law they're trying to pass where they're trying to now charge you for driving. There's a law in California that they're trying to pass that they're going to charge you guys for every mile you drive. They're going to put something on your car. They're going to charge you tax for just driving the car now. Let alone, because California's got the highest gas prices, the highest petrol prices. Now you're going to be able to pay to even drive your goddamn car. And remember, America didn't build no trains like they got in China. We didn't build no railroads because we got the car. And then they're trying to charge you for driving? Man, if you guys don't vote everybody out in California, I don't know what to tell you. No way I can live. I'm born and raised in that state. No way. You can't pay me to live in no fucking California. Ever. Shout out to you, Nikki. You ain't getting voted no California, you goofball.
Ricky says, Ricky Snow says, when black kid and alive Caucasian at truck meet in Texas, I was telling Caucasian on YouTube and TikTok, why you worried at him? You need have more baby because you're dying off. They block me. English, man.
Of course they're gonna block you, Joey. Of course they're gonna block you, Ricky. You know you're not supposed to be saying that. You know you're gonna get blocked for telling the truth about them. Of course. They don't want to hear that.
English, my friend, English. Thank God I can
All right.
understand Ebonics, God damn it. But I also see Jibba Jabba says,
How dare you, Joey? Show some respect.
I do. Thank you. Like, please. Jibba Jabba says, never ever buy a house in HOA.
Yeah, Homeowners Association. It's HOA. Remember they created everything is racist. You guys don't know the Homeowners Association was created so they can steal black people's homes and keep black people out of certain neighborhoods. If you guys didn't even know that. And now the HOAs are so bad, white people can't deal with them. But they were created to keep black people out of the homes, out of certain areas. HOA, Joby, okay. Let's say you buy a house, Joby, right? It's already bad you get a house in America, have to pay taxes on everything, right? But now, along with the taxes, Joby, you hear me? Along with the taxes, Joby, right? Now you got a certain agency in every neighborhood that's going to say, Joby, you know what? Your grass is too high. You need to get it cut. We're going to take you home. They're going to come out and say, Joby, your car, Joby, your car is not cleaned in your driveway, Joby. It's your car. It's in your Joby. Your car is not cleaned in your driveway, Joby. You better get it cleaned today, or we're gonna take you home. Joby. Joby.
I don't want to say that should apply in Africa, but again, welcome to Africa. Do you know how many people have their dirty cars on a parking lot? Like, you see people driving their dirty cars. You're like, push that goddamn car. And what?
But that's not Africa. But I'm talking. Listen, Joby, is that your? We're not talking about on the road. We're talking about sitting out in your house. At your house. We're talking about somebody coming to your house and telling you to wash your car at your own home, Joby. It's your house.
Man, again, over and over again. I'm glad I'm in Africa. I'm glad to have all this information. I'm glad, as much as I didn't have the American dream, and if I ever thought of Joby, you're gonna be successful, you're gonna move to America. Hell no, I'm good. No, I'm good.
What I say? Oh, Joby, you know, Africans like to put their clothes on the line. No, you like to dry your clothes on the line. You know that? You bet not. You bet not ever have that. Your clothes hanging on no line in no HOA housing complex. They'll say you better take them clothes off of there, and you better take them down now, or we're gonna take you home. Remember, you pay for your home. But they got the right to take the shit you paid for, Joby.
That's what that
you come out there
exactly say. That's what that Nigerian lady exactly said. They're like, nah, you in America, you're paying for the mortgage. You're like, you own your house, but these people are still monitoring you. Like, this is like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Please.
I mean, she's in the okay. That means she's in the HOA area. That means the house she bought, Joby's in the HOA community housing organization. What do you call that shit? I made sure I wouldn't buy no house in there. I mean, my wife was like, maybe we should buy a house. I said, bitch, are you out your fucking mind? The answer is absolutely not. Not buying no house with no HOA ever. She tried to push that shit by when we moved to Pensacola. I said, absolutely never. They would tell you, oh, that'll help your property go up in cost. I don't give a shit whether they help. Absolutely. Ain't nobody gonna come by and tell me, oh, you need to cut your yard. You need to do this. Joby, see my backyard. It was fucked up 2 months ago. You imagine the HOA? They would say, you better cut it today, or we're going to take you home. Nah. No.
That's crazy. Nah.
Go ahead, Joe. Read the rest of the comment.
I can imagine, like, when I like I said yesterday, I bumped into a snake, and then, because I was going to get something, then coming back, when I was going, I saw the snake. It was a green snake. Then when I was coming back, I found one of the guys who always like trims the grasses or whatever, the trees out there when they're too many. Then I told the guy, hey, there's a snake here, so you better be careful. You better. Then the guy got scared. The guy started being scared for real. For real. What? You saw a snake today? Yeah. You better be careful when you getting your ass on those trees. I saw a snake here. You better be careful, because I was really like I was telling him out of concern and him to be careful, because I don't care if the snake.
Was it a big snake?
No, it was actually not really that big, but it was big.
Was it
Medium.
big?
It was medium.
Oh,
But still, a snake is a snake for me. I don't care the size. I don't like snakes. I have a phobia for snakes. I don't like snakes at all, at all, at all. So I can't imagine someone telling you, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna film for you guys tomorrow, and I'm coming to work. You see, like my path of from my apartment, how greeny it looks and how outgrown the stems are, because he was trimming actually, I think, the side of the guy he works for only. The other side today I saw where I saw the snake was not actually trimmed. So it's no, that's so crazy. But also see Jiba says and add and add the COP is it the copay, if I'm pronouncing correctly? Is it the copay or COPAY? I don't know, but yeah, the doctor's visit. What's that? And also see, make me understand that, Jiba, if you don't mind. Kay just says, because I think we lost Keith, would have put that out very quickly. Keisha William says, my copay is 39 each visit. 39 what? Keisha, if you don't mind. 39 what? Also says, then they will double bill you before in insurance pays in insurance payout. And also $39. Okay, thank you for putting out that. I see it. And says my diabetes medication is $200 a what? $200? $200? That's my rent plus. Literally $200. That's my rent plus garbage, I'd say, or gas. $200. That's a lot of money. I also see Cages Williams says most Americans are in the lower class and scrapping by. I also see Jiba Jaba, bro, toka hapa tafadhali tusikosane. Come, let's talk hapa tusikosane. Get the fuck out of here.
I was telling you.
Nah, bro, bye. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, who the hell is that? Who are you telling that to? Who the hell is? Why you tell cameras goodbye?
Yeah, because it's pissing me off. It's just bothering me. I'm on my time, man. Don't bother me on my time. Bye. Bye.
Then go back in the office and sit or something. What do you?
The fuck? Sorry. I don't like people bothering me when I'm doing my show, being honest. I really don't like
I know. I see the guy. Damn, I think, what did he ask you? Did he ask you about something to eat?
No, it's supposed to be going on. What the hell is bothering me? Like, but also, see, occasionally I'm saying black people are forced out of the city due to gentrification. Gentrification.
Yeah. That's it. Gentrification. The cost of stuff.
Yeah, 10 Speed also says, Keith, I saw an article of Japan want black men to make babies. That was, I think, 2 years ago, literally. Yeah.
That's a while ago. Yeah, that's about a year and a half ago they were talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Danny Harrison Karibu-san says, that's crazy as gas prices aren't high enough, especially now and in a state like California. Samuel says, Karibu-san Samuel says, remember you have to kill switches being placed in cars in America by 2028, I think, says not to mention cars with subscription fees for features you already own. God damn, yeah, I remember we were discussing that last week. You have to pay for a car. What the?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. For real, I'm okay. Danny says, I guess Jay-Z is on. Danny says, I guess Jay-Z is on a milk box mixing. Oh, a milk box missing. Not even Beyonce knows where he is. I think she knows. I think they're just tapping where he is. Shout out to Sister Michelle Karibu Sana. Jason said they want Fox to get them bogus electrical cars in California and don't have the infrastructure for it. And remember, I think there's a new law that was passed. I'm not sure in which state, but they said, I don't know if it's America as a whole or I'm gonna find that out. And they say that they can switch off your car anywhere and when they want to, literally anywhere and when they want to. So
That's
I
why.
don't know.
That's why. That's why they shouldn't buy no electric car. You ain't switching off. They can drive you up and kill you. See what it works. You see this trick, and it's all because of the cats with the hats. That's what it's doing. They want this global control, global kill, all this crazy shit to do. Okay? That's it. That's all your Epstein files as well. And it's funny, all this shit is in there. And Epstein.
And we lost Keith again. Ricky, did you just say you only use proper grammar around white people? Like, are you even serious about that? I'm not joking about that. Are you really serious about that? I bet you use proper grammar around your kids, though. I'm just saying. Nah, that's crazy. Proper grammar. Because when I actually say about proper grammar, it's for real because you guys give me a hard time to read some comments. I don't say it out of disrespect or anything. Use proper grammar, god damn it. Around white people, are you kidding me? But also Sister Michelle says means your part to pay. Okay, your part to pay. Thank you for explaining that. Jiba says copy, that's the part the insurance won't pay at the doctor's visit, usually $20 to $50 bucks. God damn. That's crazy. And Jason says Inglewood, California still halt black so far. Joby needs an on-air sign. I know, god damn it. I do. Because no, not really, but people know, most of the people around me know I don't like the distraction, even in the studio. Don't distract me when I'm doing my show. Put your question pending. I don't care, whatever it is. Put your goddamn question pending because you literally shift my whole thinking, my whole direction of the show. Now I have to think about what you're saying before I come back here. My train of thought is lost, and I really don't like that, being honest, personally. It's just, I don't know if you guys understand, but I bet you do. It's like you're doing something and someone is trying to distract you. Now you have to come back to your train of thoughts. And I really don't like that. And I hate when people disrespect that about me. It pisses me off and I'm going to be mad about it. Respectfully. And I show them. Don't come distract me. You coming out with the questions out of nowhere when I'm doing my show. Wait till I'm done. And we can talk about whatever is happening. Don't come here trying to distract me. I really don't like that. Even my friends, that's why sometimes I literally prefer closing this studio even on, all the locks, because I won't allow anyone in here for them to distract me. I don't like that, and I take my work very serious. But as you get into the main conversation, we lost Keith there for a minute, so I'm going to start with some couple of videos they'd shared here. Let me cue the videos in as you get to the Jaden situation.
Your kid video, yeah. Your kid videos that I sent you. Like I said, what was I saying?
We're talking about let me get that. You are commenting on. There's something we're commenting on.
Yeah, I was commenting on some 10 speed saying something about something. Anyway, I forgot.
Jay-Z, it was Jay-Z being on the run. That was from Danny Harrison.
Oh yeah, well, Jay-Z been on the run. He's okay. All these Epstein files. The Epstein files. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Okay, the Epstein files are implementing, of course, the cats with the hats run everything, right? We all know, but that's why you can never say it. If you say it, you're anti something. We know they're behind the controls in Africa, so out to them know behind all these controls, these lockdowns, and them. They're on all your media, they're on all your social media. You think it's a coincidence? All the J's on all your social media is now about TikTok too. These are all coincidences. They're not. All your cell phones have Israeli spyware in it. How something made in South Korea called Samsung or iPhone got Israeli spyware in it. Huh? Now you know who actually runs this world behind the scenes with these. I told you years ago, but I was the crackpot, right? But all these other fake black morons on YouTube never told you nothing. I told you they were eating babies. Keith, you're crazy. You're crazy. I told you. This is not my opinion no more. I told you. This is in the DOJ's files, the Department of Justice. I told you they were drinking blood, so they were eating babies. I said that years ago. But your goofy Muslim mind, your goofy Christian mind can fathom this kind of evil. Allah wouldn't let that happen. Jesus wouldn't let that happen. Right? I said they were having kids. Like told Joby, it's going to be a video there how Epstein came to Kenya looking for babies under Uhuru no good ass to take and fuck and eat them. I told you they were fucking babies, eating them, and drinking their blood. You're crazy. This is crazy talk. This is crazy. Yeah? Yeah, that's the one right there. That's the one right there. They probably almost would have got Joby. You care about this. Care about this. Remember Joby was a little kid. Joby was a little kid. Little kid, and grandma wanted to give away to white people. So I
was grown and literally in my puberty when my grandma was telling me all that, and I already knew personally I never liked white people. Then secondly, thank God I've never been a setu. So I'm sorry to use setu, but you're not gonna give me popcorns and some sweet.
I forgot about that. You remember Seto's story? You guys know Seto was a Ugandan guy. How the priest tried to get to the Ugandan males' buttholes. They tried to tempt them because popcorn was a big thing in their village. They were giving them popcorn and Coke to get to their butt cheeks. Nah. And Seto was like, I'm just saying this was Seto. And Seto was like, what's with the popcorns? He got popcorns.
Never understood. I was never easily impressed by things.
Okay, all right, show me. Okay.
Always my guardian, and the best person I could run to was my mom.
That's what's up. Okay, that's what's up.
Got a goal.
Breaking news, Kenya is in Epstein files, and this is very shocking because it raises a lot of questions as to why the famous Western people, they adopt children from Africa. So among the documents which was released on Friday by the U.S. Department of Justice, there is an email about Kenya. So the person who made this email is called Peggy Siegel. She is talking about how she wants to visit Kenya and go to Masai Mara. So she is going with someone called Mati. In this email, she's talking about how they are going to visit in different places like Masai Mara, and also they are going to visit Maasai tribes. And she is also talking about how maybe this Maasai tribe, they are going to eat them. And if they don't eat them, the Somali pirates, they are going to eat them. This is the most important part. She is talking about how
eat them. You understand that? They're going to eat them. So when I said that, so when I said that about eating them, they eat these people. Isn't that crazy? So we knew that they ate black people. We knew that years ago. That they're actually cannibals. So when I told you they were eating people, now the DOJ is telling you I was correct. Okay? Told you this years ago. All these goofy fake motherfuckers like Tariq and these fake motherfuckers like a goddamn Jason Black and Professor Black. They never mention none of this shit. Wow, this is crazy talk. You understand how the world works? Because the reason they also want black bodies to eat, they want to sacrifice them to this energy I told you. To who? To the demiurge. This lets you know that the demiurge runs this planet, runs this existence. All this is showing you exactly what your ancient Africans already knew. That there's a demiurge that runs this illusion. You're living in an illusionary world. And all this wicked stuff happening here. Let me explain to you so you understand it clearly. Okay? So when you look at the Epstein file, on the surface level, you'll just see regular evil. You're not understanding it. Well, let me explain it to you from the spiritual nature that what you should be looking at it from. Okay? Spiritual nature is telling you, okay, this is the reason why all these other races hate black people. They were created here to distress you. That's why you got racism by all these other people. Remember, you're the original people. That's why you never taught to know that all these people just showed up 2 days ago. None of these people that you see around you are ancient. Caucasians, these Indians, and these other Asian people, they're not ancient people. They showed up 2 days ago. But they're here to keep you under strife so you would keep feeding energy. It has to be low vibrational energy. So I want you to connect the dots. That's why all your music is fucked up. All your music is Nicki Minaj and Cardi B's and talking about your titties and your ass and all kind of nonsense shit. Because when you're left alone with black people, your music is what? High vibrational. So they got to infiltrate your music and dumb it down and destroy it. All your movies are garbage, right? Unless you know what you're looking at, you can protect yourself. So the world is based on low vibrational energy. That's why all the societies built are psychopathic and based. That's why all your religions are based on what? Fear. Fear is a low vibrational energy. That's why you're in your goofy mosque, you're in your goofy churches, because you're feeding energy to this thing you can't see. Okay? So let me explain it. Okay? We're going to go deep here, so hold on. So if you know what you're looking at, you'll understand what the Epstein files are. That's just everything works in cycles. That's just the coming of this age where they can't hide it because things work in ages, in cycles, cyclical, right? And so you know, right, that most people on this planet don't have what? An internal monologue. All Africans got it. So that means you got a calcified pineal gland. That means you have no soul. So that's why these people can kill, eat babies, or they have no soul. So we say, where's the humanity? You got to understand it from a spiritual level. All these people you see walking around that are white, Asian, they have no souls. You're looking at an empty, soulless being. Has no internal monologue. Internal monologue means connection to the divine, connection to God. Not fake ass Jesus, not fake ass Allah. All that shit is evil. Slavery is talked about in your goofy Bible and it's accepted. Slavery is talked about in your goofy ass Quran. It's accepted by your fucked up God. Because that's not God. That's the demiurge. Okay? Word is created and controlled by the demiurge. And so since African people are the only true human beings on this planet, remember you had no Neanderthal genetics. You're not from a Bigfoot. Caucasian from a Bigfoot called a Neanderthal, not what that fake drawings show you. Asians are from another Bigfoot called a Denisovan Bigfoot. Okay? So I create a shell, but I don't have enough energy to create a soul. Right? So I create soulless beings. And that's why you see they have no, I'm going to put this up on Joe, put it up on TikTok, on YouTube. They have no, so let me explain this to you guys easily. Okay, so that's why you see them mimic you, right? So when you see them do your dance, see the Koreans now doing R&B and doing, pretend to be black people, right? So the white people tend to be black people, right? Pretend to do all stuff. Because without an internal monologue, that means you can't do what? You can't create. You can only copy and paste. You can mimic it, but you can't create it because you have no internal monologue. There's no soul there. So you can look at it and then copy it and then do it. But you can't create it. Creation comes from God, from the creator. So these beings can't create. And the reason, and let me explain what they say they hate us, right? They hate us, right? But they hate us, then why don't they ever leave us alone? You know, you got white people, they hate black people in South Africa and maybe else. Why don't they leave? Why don't they just leave? Because remember, without black people, they go into chaos. They end up killing each other because they have no internal monologue. They want to dominate black people. But black people are a source of their power and the creation of things. That's why they want to be around black people. They never want to leave black people ever. So don't ever think you see white people, they hate you, yeah, but they don't ever want to be away from you. Because without you, they can't create. They need you to be able to mimic. Because remember, there's no internal dialogue. And the demiurge cannot create because it's a low vibrational entity. Only black people can create things through your mind, through your mentality, through your energy, because you're straight from source. This is what you're looking at, right? That's why the guys kept saying they didn't see too many black people being involved in this who have not been damaged. That's why you only have a Jay-Z who's a moron. He's damaged. Or that Clarence Thomas, one of the evil, wicked-ass niggas, part of the damn Supreme Court, got him raping a 4-year-old child because he's fucking mentally damaged. You won't see a bunch of black people doing that because black people have souls. Instinctively, they know right and wrong. Inherently, from God. They don't need no fake Jesus, no fake Allah to tell them what's right and wrong. It's in their nature. So, understand what you're looking at now. This is what you're looking at. A bunch of soulless beings creating, giving sacrifices to what they call Baal, the demiurge. They're sacrificing kids. They're drinking blood. So this is all real. See, this is all in the. This is not me. See, when I used to say this to you guys, Keith might be talking crazy, hyperbole. This is in the DOJ files, Department of Justice. They're telling this. This is all written down and real. So they're telling you everything that's happened. I've been told you this was going on, right? Ain't none of your goofy preachers tell you this shit. Ain't none of your goofy imams tell you none of this shit. Because all these fake religions are part of the scheme, are part of this bullshit. These religions are all fake. There's no cracker running around calling himself Jesus coming out no clouds, or no goofy Muhammad, or no fucked up donkey. That's your fucking fucked up mind. They're feeding the demiurge. Whether you believe it or not, that's what you see them feeding the demiurge. This is the child sacrifices that's going on. And you know, my record is clear. Y'all know I've been saying this for over a decade. See, I'm just validated in everything I've been saying. Like, remember you had Professor Black shooting them, oh, this all crazy talk. Somebody talking that crazy shit. That's crazy talk. That's why they won't mention it's all crazy talk now, huh? This is the DOJ telling you this is real talk. Ain't no motherfucking crazy talk, what I've been saying. Because this is all, you're in a spiritual battle. See, what you see around you is an illusion. And this is all ancient African science. They told you this. That's why, as an African person, there's no such thing as death for you. You've been caught in a reincarnation trap. Like Joby, she wants to come back. Fuck that. I don't want to come back. So most people, you want to come back, you can come back. Good for you. But you're in a reincarnation trap. The body dies. This demiurge collects your soul through usually deception. Somebody comes out and sees, oh, this is your, but Joby, because Joby's close to mom, they're gonna have somebody pretend to be her mom. Baby, it's me. Mama's that you? Yeah, I'm gonna welcome you home, baby. Okay, mom, and next you know, you're thrown in another fucking body. It's through deception. Because remember, this is an energy harvesting place. They harvest your energy. We know everything, as I taught you guys, and as the double slit experiment shows, everything is in waveform. Nothing is real. I told you, I'm having Joby do the double slit experiment again. Do me a favor, Joby. Go to you can say on TikTok or YouTube. Just say double slit experiment. Put up, say double slit experiment. So I'm gonna show you guys. Double slit experiment shows you that this is an illusion. Okay? And so everything is a waveform before it becomes solid, a particle. Everything is an illusion, is a waveform until you observe it and it collapses into a particle, or what we call matter. What we call matter, right? Okay. So what this is showing you, that you're living in an illusion, but someone's controlling this part of this illusion that's detached from true God. But go ahead, Joe. Show it real quick so we go through this real quick.
The double slit interference experiment, called the most terrifying physics experiment. Why is the double slit interference experiment called the most terrifying physics experiment?
It's terrifying. It's nothing terrifying about it. It's terrifying for them because it shows reality is illusion, and it also shows them that they're created. They don't go no further into reality. But go ahead. There ain't nothing terrifying about this. Ancient Africans been to
In the
this.
17th century, Dutch scientist Christian Huygens first proposed the wave theory of light. He believed that light propagated like water waves.
They always tell you white people created something. These are lies. All this stuff comes from ancient African. They hear this telling a white person did this, a white person. They're all lies. All lies. It comes out of Africa, from Africa. That's where it came from. They stolen texts, stolen papyrus, and the Moors brought all this up. So when they tell you about Newtonian physics, that's a lie. Shout out to the white scientists telling the truth. That was physics first came from your Moors 800 years before Newton even existed. But white people take shit because they're psychopaths and put their names on it. This has been known. They come from whoever scientist they take. This is ancient science, been known. The Africans already told you this is an illusion. This is thousands of years ago, before this guy lived 200 years ago, they telling you. This was known thousands of years ago, that this is an illusion. Go ahead, Joby.
When two beams of light meet, they create alternating bright and dark stripes due to interference. However, the particle theory proposed by Newton dominated the 18th century due to his authority in the physics community.
His authority by Newton. But you need to know, by Newton is a lie. Newton stole African science and they renamed it Newtonian physics. It's a lie. It's African physics. That's why they want to. It's a goddamn lie. We know it's a fucking lie. We know all his manuscripts go back to Spain, back to the Moors. So there's no fucking Newtonian physics. It's a lying-ass white made-up propaganda. Stolen African science. Go ahead, Joby. Newtonian physics.
It was not until 1807 that British physicist Thomas Young successfully vindicated the wave theory through the double-slit experiment. He let a beam of light pass through two narrow slits in a barrier. If light were particles, the screen should display two clear, bright lines. If light were waves, it would create zebra-like stripes due to interference. The experimental results were exactly as Young predicted. The appearance of interference patterns announced the victory of wave theory. This also shattered people's preconceived notions about light. The rise of quantum mechanics in the early 20th century gradually revealed the eerie nature of the double slit.
Pause it. So he's showing you everything's a wave. So they shot these particles, but they turn into waves. So it means everything is an illusion until you observe it. Until your mind collapses it, then it becomes what? Material. So everything you're looking at in the world, you'll be looking at a desk, looking at the wall. That's not a wall or a desk. It's an illusion. Her mind collapsed it into a particle. Her mind collapsed that wall and that computer into what it looks like, into a particle. But really, there's nothing there. It's only a wave. And that's what this Africans been said this shit thousands of fucking years ago. Go ahead, Joby.
Experiment. Scientists upgraded the experiment to single photon emission mode, firing only one photon at a time. Theoretically, a photon can only pass through one of the two slits.
One place.
It cannot interfere with other photons. The screen should show two bright lines. However, the experimental results were unexpected. As photons accumulated, the screen once again displayed interference patterns. What exactly was the single photon interfering with? This question became a puzzling problem that troubled physicists. To solve the mystery,
pause it. It wasn't interfering. They were just white people not knowing shit. It wasn't showing. It wasn't interfering anything. It was showing that nothing is material. Nothing is real. It kept being a wave, so they shoot it, and it would come out as a wave form. It wasn't coming out as a solid. It wasn't coming out as solid matter, like your dust or your phone. It was every time they shot it, it became a wave. And then when they observed it, they put an eye on it, it turned back into a particle. So only when it was being observed, the particle went from a wave back and collapsed itself from a wave back to a particle. Let you know that you're living in an illusion. You're living in a hologram. It's an illusion. That's why you can that's why manifestation is real. And cameras don't understand it because they don't understand science. I don't believe in manifestation because you're stupid. You don't know science. That's why manifestation is real. Scientifically, they know it's real. Right? Because this is an illusion. Your mind is energy. You can, if you gain enough energy within the mind, you can manifest anything in this physical realm because it's an illusionary. It's a hologram. So you can, if your life is fucked up, it's because you're fucked up inside. You can change anything that you see in the outside world. Because everything relates to you. Go ahead, Joby.
From Joby to Judy. Jibba jabba.
Installed detectors in front of the double slits. They attempted to observe the path of the photons. However,
Then it
an
came
even
a ball.
stranger phenomenon occurred. When the detector was turned on, the interference patterns on the screen disappeared. Only 2 bright lines remained, and when the detector was turned on, the patterns miraculously reappeared. The photons seemed to possess consciousness, able to sense whether they were being observed. Based on this, they switched between wave
so
and
it's like, you know, God, let me let you know, the creator control, everything is conscious, right? Everything has, let you know, everything that's living has consciousness. And you're living in an illusion. And so when you finally observe this reality, it breaks down into a particle. When it's not observed, it's a wave. It's an illusion. It doesn't exist. Okay? That's enough, Joe. We done with that. We can get out of that now.
Okay,
Put them other videos I sent you.
all right, let me cue the second one. Edit.
We're out of time. To understand this, so this is known. So you're dealing with, you're dealing with things, unseen forces that you can't see. That's captured this illusionary world that's got you in a reincarnated state. You die, you come back. You die, you come back. Because you are energy harvest.
To kill him. He's apparently with blank. He lied to you and he lied to me. Jeffrey Epstein gave that okay to murder someone in an email sent in 2014. But there are so many references to murders and deaths in the Epstein files it boggles the mind. See, you can see here someone named Eva Dubin says Mary Kennedy found dead in her backyard, ... And Epstein replies to that email and says, whoops, which to me definitely sounds like some sort of admission of guilt. Then you've got this email here. Then you've got this email right here, which states back in the 90s, Ghislaine Maxwell recruited a girl for a modeling career. Instead of modeling, she was sold as a slave for sex and torture. Prince Andrew was an accessory to her death as he tortured her and me to force her murder. Basically making the allegation that Prince Andrew...
Now remember, pause that. That's that torture. Remember, torture.
The most disturbing thing about the new Melania movie...
Oh, Joe, put that.
I give you permission.
That's good. We go to next. He done it. We go next. So understand, torture is a thing of vibration, long vibration waveform, right? So they're torturing you to lower your vibration, that energy, as they kill you, shoots off that low vibrational energy to feed this demiurge and its archon. Okay, that's what it's there for. Go ahead, Joey.
Let me cue the third one. Just a minute.
Take your time.
Second, third, okay. Got it.
The level of evil that's ruling the world, you can't fathom. Most people's minds can't fathom, and it's evil. Evil.
No, Jamie Foxx is in the Epstein files.
Jamie Foxx.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought black people couldn't even be in the Epstein files the same way I thought black people could get COVID.
Because they're wicked.
I had allegedly also Uhuru Kenyatta. Allegedly, Uhuru Kenyatta too is there. God damn.
Of course, he's there, Joby. Sorry.
God damn, crazy.
Thought we was immune, dog. Jamie, if this is true, you cannot show your face outside no more, man. You got to go back to your coma. You got to be like, oh shit, I forgot I left something in my coma, y'all. I'm gonna be back.
World War III just started with a kidnapping.
Okay, that's it. I think that's it.
Yeah, I just have to be funny. Go to your coma.
The other one here. Okay.
So not only was Epstein a monster who harmed children, he was also a Jewish supremacist. And his beliefs are not an anomaly. A lot of Jews believe what he did. He liked to
these are pause it. And these are the Ashkenazi Jews who pause that, Joby. These are Ashkenazi Jews who adopted this religion, now who are the major points of this religion. Understand it, these people, now we're going to go deep. Ashkenazim, these people were created to house demonic energy, guys. Okay? Remember, that's the Yahweh, Jehovah, this is the demiurge. They were created to house demonic energy. So that's why they want to keep their bloodline a certain purity, because that white bloodline, that RH negative genes, house demonic energy. It's an empty, remember, they're empty shell, no inner monologue. So I can house energy in it from a lower dimension. And that's why I said when you look at through digital cameras, it can pick up that energy that you cannot see. Remember we did the thing we showed you, they all demonic and shit all on TV. All those people on TV have energy, demonic energy on them. That's why I told you about drinking and smoking and doing this, the fucked up music. You have an aura field around you guys. You have an aura field. This is real. This is science. You know, the goofy Bible, your goofy religions told you this now. This all science. And so when you listen to fucked up music, eat fucked up food, and behave fucked uply to people, that puts holes in your aura field. And so things that you cannot see outside your the visible light spectrum, your visible light spectrum, things exist that you cannot see because you have a small visual light spectrum, which I'm going to show you over the chart and show you that things exist on the lower dimension and on the higher dimension that you cannot see that exist. And things from the lower dimension can attach inside your aura field and try to take over. This is what possession is. Well, you kept all that, they show all that goofy moves about possession. Possession is real. And the church is not there to help you. The church actually put those demons on your stupid ass, because the church is a demonic entity, just like the goofy mosque is. But you don't know that because you've been propagandized too. Right? So all these people, we're going to do that tomorrow. I'm sure all these people got demonic energy on them, or is actually taken over by demonic energy. I might be saying, oh man, I was in the car and I seen him turn into a reptile, because that's the energy. As the Dogons told you, 6, 7, that's just already known, told you 6,000 years ago, that the demiurge energy is reptile. It's right there. They've already wrote it 7, 8, 9,000 years ago. That energy is reptile. So that's why when you look at these people with this demonic energy, they have double slits in their eyes like a goddamn reptile. See, this is all real. But since they got control of the world, they would tell you this is all fake, this is all conspiracy theory, this is all nuttiness, this is all crazy talk, and it's all real. That's why you're never to know how the real universe works and your relationship to the universe and how you work within the universe. You talk fairy tales, Jesus, Allah, Buddha. You talk nonsense. You never talk how the real universe actually works and your relationship to it. Because if you knew your relationship yourself and the universe, you would know exactly what's going on, what you're looking at. You've been able to figure this out in 10 seconds. Oh shit, this is the demiurge and the motherfucking things it created with the demonic energy housed in it. They're the ones snatching up babies, eating them, killing them, drinking their blood, adrenochrome, and feeding the demiurge energy. You would already know that. See, through years of study, that's why I know that already. I know exactly what this is all about. Why you got all these hidden cities underground where they stealing kids, and these kids never get found, and no one's ever say nothing about these kids ever. How do we got all these kids missing every year around the world, and nothing's ever done? They just go missing. All these millions of kids go missing every year, and no one's ever found. No one ever says nothing. It's another something million kids missing. 2024, million kids missing. 2025, a million kids missing. 2026, a million kids missing. And the world just goes on. Because the elite are snatching these babies, as you see in the Epstein. They're fucking them because that's rape. That's low vibrational shit. So that you're raping a kid is in terror, in fear, because that's an energy bomb. So they're raping these kids, they terrorize, they torture them, terror, and then they eat them and they drink in their blood. See, me telling you can't fathom this kind of wickedness. Your mind is detached from all this evil. You can't fathom this kind of evil. Your mind is detached, what I'm telling you. But ain't it funny? Epstein files are all validating what I've been telling you guys over a decade. Oh, you're crazy, Keith. And people call me, oh, you're crazy. Crazy like a motherfucking fox. Yeah. Go ahead, Joby.
It's crazy because I'm saying we're talking about religion. Then I made a comment on one of the posts. Someone asked me, "What do I believe in if I don't believe in Jesus?"
Yeah, Jesus God. What are you doing? So there's no religion. You don't believe. I believe this. He says I believe in the true Creator that has no name, that can't be named.
I can't answer them nothing. I'm not telling them shit.
A lot of Jews believe what he did. He liked to point out in the emails the difference between Jews and what he called the Goyim. So his beliefs reflect what many rabbis teach. They teach that the difference between a Jewish and a non-Jewish soul, that there's a greater difference between that than between a human and an animal. And many of the rabbis also teach that the sole purpose for non-Jews to be created was to serve Jews. And I have a chapter in my book about the Jewish
That's why they were the majority of slavery
ideology. And I want to read to you what a rabbi taught in a pre-military yeshiva, a religious academy. And this was reported by an Israeli news station. So he called all non-Jews stupid and violent and said it was due to their genetic inferiority. And this is what he taught. The Gentiles will want to be our slaves. Being a slave to a Jew is the best. They're glad to be slaves. They want to be slaves. Instead of just walking the streets, being stupid and violent and harming each other, once they're slaves, their lives can begin to take shape. All around us, we are surrounded by peoples with genetic problems.
That evil this is.
Simple Arab.
This is the cats with the hats ideology. This is the cats. That's what they believe. That evil this is. Because they were correct. That's what the demiurge did. This evil. They believe that. This is evil. That what she's reading is evil. Not ideology that you can talk. No, this is evil. And I wanted to show you something again. Keep that there, Joe. But I want you to do this so you know this is real. We know it controls the money system, right? We know globally. Who controls the money system? We know the cats with the hats. So we're going to go to American dollar. So I want you to do this, Joe, again. So we're going to validate everything we're saying. So I want you to go to Google and say images of the owl, O-W-L, the owl on the American dollar. So it's so small, you need a microphone glass to see it, right? But we know it's there because that's them letting you know that they're worshiping the demiurge. This is fact. That's why all the child so it's there. Because we know they control the money supply, but you can't see this. It's on the dollar. That's there. The little owl. See Joe, we can blow. See, it's there. That's them letting you know. That's letting you know that's demiurge worship. They let you know the demiurge. That's Moloch. That's Baal. That's Will. Okay? So they know what's going on. They keep talking about their fake Jesus or Abraham and Moses. No. They know what the fuck is really going on. You don't. That's why it's on the money supply where you can't find that. See, it's all there. It's all on that's their money. That's their money. And they show you about the pyramidal eye, which is us, right? That's Africa showing the pineal gland. You think that's not evil. See, they take everything African science and then they invert it. So you thinking you goofy Christians and Islam that African science is evil. You're morons. That's the pineal gland, which they're trying to get access to. The all-seeing eye is means interdimensional God creation, which you can't get to because you have no melanin and your pineal gland is calcified. They know what that means. That all-seeing eye, that's the pineal gland. That's the all-seeing eye that allows you to look interdimensional once you activate it. And that's in every African person. They're not doing any evil. But since they got control, they inverted that and got people think that that symbol is evil. That's ancient African science. Nothing to do with any evil, nothing. Because African people are not evil. See, that's another thing. African people got you run away from yourself. Got you run away from your own pathology. You know, you got these evil motherfuckers got you running away from your own pathology. By giving you goofy shit, the fake Christian insanity, the fake Islam shit, fake Hebrew shit. Because none of these people even existed. But they taking your science, which is real, but they got from the Moors, and now they've inverted it. Right? They've inverted it. And that's what's going on. I'm gonna send Joby one more video. I think I sent him Joby one more video to play. I'm gonna play the other one. I want Joby to play this one because he's telling partially the truth what I said, because that's what they did. Let me finish. We'll go back to the video, Joby.
I'm gonna say this in the plainest way possible.
Here we are. Okay, this one. Cue that. Got it.
They just put Jay-Z in the Epstein blender and now they saying he on the run. This shit getting crazy. But let me tell you about something that people ain't noticing about Jay-Z and Beyonce, frankly. Do you notice who was not at the Grammy Awards yesterday?
Nicki Minaj.
Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now somebody might say that's no big deal, but they've been at the past 3 or 4 Grammys. They barely ever missed the Grammys. But that ain't the only thing that's crazy. Also, you know what else is crazy? Remember when all that Diddy stuff was coming out, where it was linking Diddy and Jay-Z and all those assaults and allegations? Well, remember Jay-Z came out standing 10 toes on everybody, threatening to sue everybody, go to court. He said, why don't y'all make it criminal? Remember, he was talking hella shit. But his name get mentioned in this Epstein blender shit. And I ain't heard from him. I mean, Kendrick Lamar broke Jay-Z's record for Grammys. And with that being on the line, wouldn't you be there? Jay-Z is the ambassador to hip hop. And one of the young and up and comers break your record at the Grammys and you ain't there? And you ain't speaking out about this shit? Why was your name on there? If it was just your name, what? Explain it then. Because right now, Jay-Z and the rest of the celebrities, they so quiet you can hear a cat piss on cotton. And I don't like it. What if I told you? Trump just killed Diddy's dreams. Please tell.
Okay, the other one. The last 2 of that. There, cute.
One of the worst ones is in an email, the guy says, every time this guy shows up to the parties, he asks, when can we start unaliving people? That was his thing. George Bush Sr., not going to say the stuff that he did, but bad, really, really bad. Bill Gates, your favorite. He was obviously on the island, got a sexually transmitted disease. In the emails, he's asking for medication to sprinkle on his wife's food so she doesn't find out, because he knows he's going to infect her. Jay-Z already lost 3.4 million followers, deleted all his videos. His wife's being attacked in the comments. Even NFL, Apple Music, and a bunch of celebrities unfollowed him. A lot of evil stuff. For those of us who've been following that rabbit hole for a long time, it's way worse than we thought. And like Elon says, wait till they release the videos. If people don't go to jail, this game is rigged, bro. This is why they tell you you can live a perfect life and your reward is heaven. It's not here. But an evil person like these people here who did this to kids can do all that, and then right before they die, ask for forgiveness, and they get the same reward that somebody that worked their whole life to try to get that reward, they can get it like that.
That's a lie. You talking about?
It's really not that
That's a
bad.
lie. You talking about that Christian Sandy shit? That's a lie. You know, just not do terrible deeds. You're not gonna have some kind of payment for them. But them, they'll come back. Remember, they're empty vessels. They can never leave this illusion, this illusionary world. But I want you to play this last one, Joe, before we get out. Because we're about to get out of here. Play this last one I just sent you. So this is Aline Bay. Also, I don't agree with him, but he's saying the same thing I said about the Moors going into Europe, trying to civilize. We know this is the fact where they said trying to go civilize this beast. And they said they were going to try to give it a soul. Oh, yeah, you play that one first, then the next one, the last one. So we know they were trying to go in there and give it a soul. Because so this ancient Africans already know things do not, a soulless beings, okay, have no internal monologue. So all this stuff they saying, this all this scientists found out that this it's all lies. Africa knew this thousands of years ago. But go ahead, Joby.
Let me quickly play that.
Something about the Epstein files that a lot of y'all are not gonna like. The only reason that the Epstein files has the power to topple the world is because a lot of y'all genuinely believed that the elite would never treat white people the way that white people collectively treated black people during slavery. Slavery wasn't black people being forced to work a job they didn't care about. It was people being forced to work until their muscles would fall off of their bones. Black people would be tortured for just funsies. They'd be medically experimented on with no kind of anesthesia. You know how throughout the South, even today, it seems like every other pastor and peepaw is touching on kids? Well, that is a cultural stay from when white people used to own black children. Do y'all honestly think that a master is going to wait until a slave turned 18 in order to assault them? It's better to break them in when they're young. But if it was really that bad, why weren't there more slave rebellions? There were slave rebellions throughout the South, constantly. The only reason why you only know about Nat Turner is so that way everybody can point and be like, oh my gosh, look at him, he's so crazy. He started killing these white people because he thought he had messages from God. Even after slavery ended, whenever a black person would be lynched, a lot of the times the white people who did it would literally sever off some of their body parts and keep them as mementos. Black people would be skinned, and then their skin would be turned into human leather, so that way it could be used for leather goods, like coin purses or
like couches, shoes, like couches and shoes, like couches and shoes and all other kind of shit. Go ahead, Joby.
Of things. The problem is, bro, I thought us white people, I thought we were in this together. I thought we were a team, man. So keep in mind, as above, so below. The elites told non-elite white people, hey, here's a group of people who we deem as worthless and y'all can torture them and do whatever the hell you want with them. And they'll have like little to no recourse whatsoever. And white people collectively, we were like, cool. The trade-off is that the elites also got their own group of people that they could do whatever the hell they wanted to with little to no recourse. The problem is that group of people was you and me. It was pretty much anyone who wasn't part of the elite. White people collectively made a deal with the devil. Here's this group of people that you can violate and brutalize to your heart's content, and in exchange, we get your humanity. That's why white people are miserable and constantly in black people's business. That's why for pretty much at least the past 100 years, any kind of cultural artifact that's really stayed and stood the test of time has been from black people, often just with a white face on it. And that's why, by and large, white people were so disturbed whenever Renee Good was murdered, because we've seen that hundreds of times before, but that's supposed to happen to black people, not to us. And a lot of white people are acting so disturbed because now they're killing our neighbors, but you didn't particularly care whenever your neighbors were dying during the Black Lives Matter movement, now did you? But in the past couple of months, now a lot of white people are waking up to a really obvious reality, and that is black history has always been white America's future. For the past couple of months, white people are being forced to wake up to the obvious truth that there is no kind of solidarity or allegiance of whiteness across class lines. It's always been all of us are cattle to them, like that's it. But all of this is why I wasn't surprised at all when in the new batch of files that were just released, there was like an email or something where somebody said that they didn't want any of the children they were planning on doing things with to be black, because duh. Any white person could violate a black person and get away with it. That's just the way the world is. But to do all of the things that we did to black people onto other white people, that's power. Brutalizing black people just doesn't really fuel the ego for them in the way that hurting white people does. These people aren't in some way attracted to their victims. That's never the case with sexual assault. These people get off on the kind of power and rush they feel, the thrill of having violated something of value and then being able to get away with it. It's the same way that a lot of men will sexually harass or batter women doing notably better than them. It fuels their ego, like being able to violate her and get away with it. This has always been going on. We have always known that this has always been going on. The problem is you didn't think that you would be in this position whenever push came to shove. You thought it was just going to be the black people. And I'm not going to say that anybody's wrong for feeling any type of way with everything that's going on, but can we please stop acting like we're surprised? My video about how the...
All right, so let me share the last one. It's on the WhatsApp, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, got it. Q. Okay. Okay. Copy link. Okay. 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 Got it. All right, so this should be the last video of today's
And you're
session.
right. And you're right, Unsuckable. That's why we are hypersexualized, because of the rape and what they done to our children in slavery. Yeah, that's why black women have been hypersexualized.
What was the use of the more civilizing Europeans and teaching them? When you get to a point of science, you realize that basically everything on this planet is an experiment, and he himself is an experiment. So
Exactly, he himself is the positive. Everything else is an experiment. He himself and all these other people are experiments.
I mean, TikTok is not allowed to post these videos today. I don't know why.
Go back. Yeah, so exactly. So everything has been an experiment and the thing of alchemy. So now they were trying to put a soul. I told you, in a soulless being. What I explained to you. That what I'm talking about. I told you about. They don't have an inner monologue. You're talking about a thing walking around. It has a spirit but doesn't have a soul. Doesn't have an inner monologue. That means it's not from the creator. It's experiment. It's an experiment with other kind of other kind of individual parts in it. And you go say the DNA's it's got octopus up in there. So let me explain something to you. You goofy motherfuckers like to have sex with other races. Okay? Having sex with any other thing outside a black woman, you're fucked an octopus. A dog, cat, rat, bat, hat, all kind of different primate monkeys. These are facts. See, blue blood and Rh negative genetics comes from an octopus. I'll show you before I'll put that up. This is all science. They know that. You got an octopus mixed with a Bigfoot. Right? This is who Joby grandma wanted to sleep with. A Bigfoot and an octopus. That's why when we're born with no dumbass parents, grandparents, don't know shit. It's dangerous. I'll be all messed up. But go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
For the spirit there, you know what I'm saying, which was based on negative properties, but they was not able to put a soul there.
Exactly.
So since they weren't able to put the soul there, what happened was that they ended up mixing in with them, hoping that the child, in which that would be the byproduct of the union, would at least be able to have a soul. So that's what happened with that, and that was the whole reason on why they civilized them, because they knew that basically, and also you got to realize is that at first,
and they also said that we didn't civilize, they also said if we didn't civilize, that these wicked motherfuckers will wipe our ass out before we woke back up. See, we go through periods, we go through sleep periods, 25,000 year cycle of time. Things work in cycles. You also know if we don't put some melanin or civilize this motherfucker a little bit, as Africans, we're too kind, we're too loving, we're too dangerously stupid, we're too loving, and we're going to sleep. So we can't allow ourselves to go to sleep intellectually and have this savage on the loose. They'll wipe us out. Imagine we're stupid and we're loving. Back that time we were geniuses and loving. So imagine now we're dumb and we're still loving and kind. And the world's now being controlled by a group of savages who have no goddamn understanding of right and wrong and are brutal and wicked. This is what you're seeing. He said, well, we got no choice. We got to civilize this goddamn thing. If we don't, they'll murder us all off the planet before we begin to wake back up. They'll kill us all. That's why they said, they said we can't put the melanin in this fucking thing and give it a soul. We failed. We can't put melanin because we're not true God. We can't give this thing a soul, which we were trying to do through sex and other things. So we can fuck it and try to get, and the being coming in will have a soul. But no, it didn't work. That's why I said, that's what plan 2 happened. Say, okay, now we got to educate this fucking thing. We got to civilize it. That's why why you see all the schools popping up in Europe, in Salamanca, in Cadillac, in Cordoba, Toledo. All these cars that start popping up. The Africans say we got to educate this fucking thing. If we don't, this motherfucker murder us off the planet. They're dealing with a savage. They'll kill us all. We won't survive. Now we're stupid and we're loving. And that's what was happening. We're loving and we're stupid now too. We fall asleep. We don't know shit, but we're kind and loving to a bunch of savages. Put on your seatbelt. Shit's about to get rough. That's what the Moors were saying. But go ahead, Joe.
A small group of what was called the Yacubites, which was basically the Hyksos dynasty.
Yacubite, that's who became the Hebrews.
In which that they was able to they invaded ancient Kemet in the 15th dynasty and got a lot of the ancient mystery schools,
the knowledge.
And the Hyksos became later on the Habarus, or which later on
became the Hebrews. That's a
these
fact.
Hebrews gave some of this
That's a fake religion started.
It's called the Khazars.
Exactly. The Khazars are who was. The Khazars are who now? Your Ashkenazi Jews who now run the world with their banking scam. That's why you gotta know real fucking history. That's why you gotta know real history, and they try to keep you away from real history. Right? How that starts happening becomes the Hebrews and the black Hebrews go give the information to the Khazars, who are now what? The Ashkenazi Jews of today run the world. Okay, you see how that gave the knowledge to the hybrids, right? Who they couldn't put a soul in. Get it? See, you know all this, now you know what the fuck you're looking at with Epstein. You know what you're looking at with Epstein. You already know. It's a hybrid savage doing what they're supposed to do. Raping, killing, murdering. And they'll murder your punk ass off the planet. Right? Go ahead, Joe. You read the comments and get out of here.
Yeah, but as we wind up with today's conversation, shout out to Sister Monique, karibu sana. Sankenon, karibu sana. Shout out to also XO 1294. Shout out to everyone. Literally, let me see where I left it from.
You guys probably love. I never seen Joe be so mad. I thought, like, who's she talking to? I never seen Joe so mad. What was Campbell saying? When he just saying hi, I never seen him so angry. Like,
I was even explaining. I think he went out, but I don't like. I think even y'all have noticed. I don't like people distracting me when I'm doing my show. That shit it's annoying. Because you have a train of thought, you're focused on your conversation, then someone is trying to distract you. Like, why can't you just wait? Wait,
that's
down
true.
with the damn show. What's so
That's being
important?
respectful.
You're not dying, you're okay. The fuck are you disturbing me for? That it pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie. I really hate it. I don't like that.
we know.
I don't like it. Respectfully, and I hate when people disrespect that because he knows I don't like that, but he still did it. So get the fuck out of my face. I'm sorry to say that. But I see Tanspeed says Epstein files did you see the picture Obama and Epstein teenagers? I saw the picture of Epstein holding like little girls. Personally, I did see that. It's trending.
I see that. Remember, Obama's a CIA creation. So, of course, remember, he's been clicked in since a child. Obama's whole story is a lie. The Kenyan shit, it's all made up. Obama's whole story is fake. He's a CIA prompt since a child. Exactly. They're all clicked in. So, you know, I'm sure to come across my feed now that you said, because everything is synchronistic. So I'm sure to now come across my feed. Yeah, of course he's with Epstein as a child. Remember, Obama was groomed as a child. That's why they always come out. That's why they always come from nowhere and giving a fake story. It's like Bill Clinton's story's fake, right? All the stories are fake. Now Bill Clinton came from this and blah blah blah. You find out Bill Clinton is a bastardized Rockefeller. He's a Rockefeller. He's a bastard Rockefeller child. Go ahead.
Also, CG Badaba says the Dutch drove them out of the Holland and out of the Holland in the 1200s because of this issue, eating the small.
Of course, yeah, they've always been doing exactly. The Dutch, all European countries would drive them out, but then they would always set up remember, they always drive them out, and then each new country they would set up another new fake banking scam.
Jason said, come back to a Black American family singing "We Shall Overcome Again." I'll try. I'll try. Job will come back and be adopted by a white family in America. Hell no, shit. Hell no, Jiba. I'm not doing that. I wouldn't want to land on such hands.
You would have no choice. You just be reborn. You got no choice where you going. You going.
Putting it out there. I don't want to be born anywhere in America. America is tough. I can't deal with racism personally. Because
they control the system. You're not Joby no more. Your request don't work. You're being sent back to where you're sent back to wherever black people at. You might be Nigerian, you might be Brazilian, you might be Jamaican. Either way, you're coming back to somebody black. You might be Black American, you might be Black Canadian. I don't know. You might be Black British. Who knows?
I'm jobbing in this life again. This body is just a vessel. So my soul is not gonna come back anywhere. I know America, no anywhere fucked up like Nigeria. I'm good.
You ain't got no choice. Your soul's gonna be put back whatever black body, whatever woman's having birth. You're gonna be putting that body. Whatever that name they're gonna name you. Huh?
Like you, I don't wanna be born in any fucked up family.
Exactly. But see, I ain't coming back. I ain't coming back. I ain't coming back.
Because this life I've already experienced a fucked up family, man. I don't want to do that.
Of course, we all have. They don't exactly. You ain't got no choice. They're gonna send you back in a body. So when white people talk all that fake ass shit, remember remember because that's the demons trying to fool you. Oh, when you die, you get to choose the next life. You get to choose the body. You get to choose your parents. That's all a fucking lie. That's to make you believe you don't get to choose shit. Because remember, this is not a class, because this is an illusion. You know, if it was a class, you would know your past life, so you can build on what you messed up on. Class means teaching, so you'd have a memory. Your memory's white, so you don't know who you were in the past life. You have no idea. So there's no growth and there's no learning. I don't know who I fucked over in my past life, who I was good to. That's a lie. So you know you're just thrown into another body for energy harvesting. You know you're black. You can't go into a white body because what? Because of the energy. So you're going to come back black because you're a true human being. You got a soul. So you're going to be tossed, whatever woman is giving birth, whatever you at. I don't know where you're going. They're going to toss you another body. You probably might be in Brazil. Will you be in Kenya? Most likely not. You might be in South Africa, Zimbabwe, Namibia.
I don't have xenophobic. I'm good. Daddy says if you look at the video game soon and Tunnel, they put the truth in it, particularly when Dr. Samuel Hayden explained how soul energy is harvested. New video game. I don't know if you're talking about the same one I'm trying to think about, but yeah, there's a movie I was watching some time back, actually an animation. It was very interesting.
But they put a lot. Remember, they put a lot of the truth into those video games because for them, it gives them karmic. I believe karmic, not debt, to tell the truth. Whether you see it and understand it, they don't care. They putting the truth out there. So nobody put the truth in a lot of their movies.
Doom the Tunnel. Let me see if it's that one. I'm gonna check that just in a few. Danny XO says, how do y'all know she's looking for him and not messing with him? She said she will be on the run with him. Oh
yeah, I believe. That was you just one of her goofy songs. Now remember, Beyonce is a moron too. She's an idiot. You ever know? Beyonce never did many interviews because every time they tried to do interviews, she looked even more stupider than the next because she's stupid. Beyonce is a moron. She's like a Nicki Minaj. She's literally a moron. So I think she would leave with him. I don't think she stayed either because her career would be washed up. And say you knew all this shit was going on. You can't pretend you didn't know he was fucking babies and eating them. You can't pretend you didn't know that. You can't pretend he was coming back and his penis went smell like baby doo doo. You know it.
That's been my time, literally. That's been my time with you guys today. Shout out to everyone who has been with us.
Let me say about the Simpsons. Let me see. I'm coming back as a pretendant and so I can
Be even more
like
confused.
be more confused.
Like if a white couple adopts Joby, they'll have her doing the housework. God damn.
Yeah, right. So we being there butt naked doing slavery. we want you butt naked. Understand that?
In this life, literally, I'm not
that life.
Yeah, in this life, I'm telling you, if in this life, the only house chores I did was literally willingly because I chose to become a maid. But in my own father's house and my mother's house, I never did house chores, literally. The only house chores I did was washing dishes at my stepmom's house. Did I ever do laundry? Hell no. I used to save money and pay a woman to do my laundry. Hell no. My mom when she was alive, used to do everything.
Joby. Newsflash. That's this life. That ain't the. You don't know what's going to happen in the next life.
That shit to existence. I don't know. It's my manifest in the next one.
you don't know who you're gonna be. You don't know if that person you're gonna is gonna have the same kind of spirit and soul and drive. That might be. Who knows? I mean, the same spirit you got, but the same soul is gonna be you. That's true. So. Still, a lot of your characteristics are going to be you. That's true. That's true. That's your soul.
I feel like in this life, I came back to gain the knowledge that I'm actually gaining. Like today, everything we talk about. So in my next life, I'm not going to be fucked up, and I'm not going to, of course, be enough.
No, but that's true too. Because well, that's true too. But you're going to be putting. I think everybody knows too much. You're going to be put back in a fucked up life, so you won't. I think the demiurge puts us in. Back up, especially over religious households, so that we don't wake up those lives because we're a danger to the matrix. We're a danger to this existence. So I do think they put us in fucked up situations. So it takes us a long time to might regather that information. That's why I'm not coming back to this motherfucker. Fuck that. I did my time. When I die, I'm how many lives I've been in? I've been in thousands of lives. I know I've been in thousands of lives. Now I got enough knowledge. I'm gonna get up. You guys see, I ain't been to Popeyes. I'm gonna get up all the bad food.
Traffic is getting worse.
I'm gonna get up all the bad food.
You're not drinking
will now arrive at
10:08
Huh? I'm gonna get up all the bad food. When I get to Africa, I'm gonna get up all my bad food. I ain't ate no Popeyes since November. It's February now. I ain't had no Popeyes since October. I mean, since early November. So, shit.
But yeah, much love, family. Have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful rest part of your day. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. This has been the Africa Today. If you're here for the first time, kindly feel free to subscribe if you love the conversation. Catch us tomorrow, same time, same place. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays. We're always right here.
What you saying, 10 speed? I can't read it. Joey's got to read it.
Pete, you're wrong. Lol, you're not coming back, bro. Don't leave us here on the plantation. Lol.
Hey, you can feel how to go. Oh, man, they got somebody black all hemmed up. Damn, what they do? Shit, damn. Damn. How many cops got this dude all hemmed up? Shit, what they do? Shit. I'm looking at there's two guys outside of Houston, but like 20 cops. Got them all handcuffed up. Like, what the hell they do? Let's stop for a second. Anyway.
Yeah, but much love, family. See you guys.
Much love, family. See you tomorrow.
Same time, same place. Peace and out.